Hi, I am Axel Fischer of Schmidt Synthesizer. In this short video I want to give you a closer look into the Schmidt, and I want to show you what makes this instrument so unique. The Schmidt Synthesizer is an 8-voice analog synthesizer with 8 times multi-mode. It has dedicated knobs and switches for almost every function. When you see the panel, you see that the signal flow goes the traditional way from oscillator to filter to the output. Now let's start with the oscillator section. The Schmidt Synthesizer has 4 oscillators, and every oscillator is different and has different capabilities. For example, oscillator 1 can do ring modulation with oscillator 4 and also has a sub-oscillator. Oscillator 2 can do ring modulation with oscillator 3. Oscillator 3 can sync with oscillator 2 and FM with oscillator 2. We have a dedicated pulse width modulation section for oscillator 1 to 3, and we have also an envelope section and a vibrator section for the pitch of all of the 4 oscillators. Stefan Schmidt, the creator of the Schmidt Synthesizer, built this special oscillator, oscillator number 4, and he calls it metallic noise because it's square waves with ring modulators in between. This makes sounds like wavetables, and it sounds like this. These are 32 wave presets, and there are 2 versions. There's the smooth version, like this, and there's a harder version. You can hear the beauty of oscillator 4 in this preset, for example. This is the filter section of the Schmidt. The Schmidt has 7 filters, and in this group in section you can decide which oscillator is fed into the filters. We have 2 multimode filters. You can switch them without steps from low pass over band pass to high pass. And you have 2 dual filters. You can set them to low pass, high pass, band pass, or high pass, high pass. And there's the VCF3. We call it the afterburn. If you wonder that there is no modulation matrix, we don't have one. Every section has its own dedicated modulation source, like LFO or envelope. We have 20 LFOs in the Schmidt and 9 envelopes. The level modulation group enables you to fade the 2 groups. You can mix them, you can fade them, even you can set them in the stereo panning. In this edit section here, you can choose your presets. You can save them, you can move them. Also you have access to all the system parameters like MIDI or the LCD. Also you can set the colors of the LEDs for every patch, where you can save the colors of the presets with the sound. This is the real-time control section. A keyboard player can change the preset. Also he has 2 classic wheels and a joystick. Almost every parameter of the Schmidt can be routed to one of these controls. There's control for aftertouch and for an external pedal, for example. And in the end, I want to show you the most loved function of the Schmidt: the changing of the colors of the panel LEDs and the display. And you can save them with every preset, as I told you before, and it's like this. We are very proud that this great synthesizer is used by so many musicians worldwide. There are also some very famous ones. Maybe you are the next one.